careers programme. This one we're looking into the peer presentations and how we're going to work together as a team. So let's look at what we're going to do this time. This is about knowing how to evaluate a viable idea, and viable means a practical idea. So first of all, it's being able to understand a presentation, and that's being able to speak passionately about your idea. And then we're going to look into presenting it to other people and the research with your peers, with your other students in your class, whether that in person or you can share notes remotely if we're doing things by distance. And then we're going to get feedback constructively, obviously, from peers evaluating your idea. And the feedback will be about your presentation, and there's a structured way we're going to get that one. So the vocabulary is all around presentation skills. We've got confidence evaluations and being motivated and passionate about your idea and coming across with the right attitude. And the last one is making sure you don't feel stressed by it. So the success criteria to know that we've completed the lesson are having prepared a presentation, delivered the presentation, and reflect on which skills you used during your presentation. The jobs at the bottom, the careers at the bottom, are actually roles which do every day require presentation skills. So here's the work list for lesson 6. If you look, don't get scared if number 1 is presentation. There we go. We've got the presentations. There's obviously an update on the start profile, and it's feedback sheets and an update on your skills and work plan, which is at the front of your workbooks, which will either be online or if you've got them with you. So here we go, presenting to your peers. You need to create a short presentation of your idea to 2 of your peers. If we're doing this remotely, we probably need to look at being able to record a video. Phones are fine to create the video. You don't need to create an additional PowerPoint or anything extra, as you've done all the work, because the work is in your research that you've done so far on the project. And you don't need to wear a tuxedo like Kermit's doing. What you do need is your workbook and some of the answers on there. You do need your mind map. You do need your questionnaire and your internet research, the primary and secondary research, which we've covered through the lessons. And the best one to bring to your presentation is number 4. It's your passion on why your idea is good. So those are the things you're going to need to build your presentation. And if we need to find ways to do this remotely, then obviously we can look at all the Show My Homework and the SharePoint resources that we've got as well. So first of all, it's about getting your team together. So it's about being able to present just to each other, not formally to the whole class. And the idea is then maybe just pick some random people that you chat to, but not ones where you have similar ideas. So we fill in the peer evaluation. We look at the you chat through the idea, so because it's just a beginning at the start of presentation skills. And to fill in the feedback, then you look at the form and you talk about 2 areas that you think are good, because we're going to go straight in with positive comments. A second area, if you look, it's guiding you to talk about market research. And we're not going to say that was bad, because that's not a good thing to do. What we're going to say is an area that could be improved, and maybe you can think of a second area to be improved. The bottom part of the form is the number of votes. That's amongst the 3 of you. Then it's which one you're going to vote for, and the voting is about which one between the 3 of you that you're going to take forward as your project. Hopefully by now you have given your presentations to each other, or you're in the middle of putting them together, but we're at the right point to discuss soft skills. So you have actually worked on quite a few soft skills delivering these presentations. So let's pause a sec to think of which ones you got your heads around. There's some suggestions that I think you worked on during the project. So you've actually, without realising it, you've covered 1, 2, 3, 4, you've covered 6 soft skills, which are also called employability skills. These projects show just how employable you are going to become. Right, keeping up to date. So whether you were up to halfway through your presentation, then hopefully the lesson was paused so that you can complete your presentation, and we're now on this bit. So this is the learning journey where you fill the lorries of learning with the skills that you've developed. So this is where you've looked at the soft skills. That's one we're looking at. So which ones do you feel that you've learnt a bit more about or understood what they mean, or skills that you've actually feel that you've improved on this project? So fill in your learning journey lorries. And keeping up to date, this is where we're keeping track of our lessons and the discussions. So this is key to actually write down how many people you talk to about your idea. So if you go along on the left hand column to find the writing in terms of your peer presentations, and go along, follow the line along the row to the right, and you can then write down who you spoke to and maybe a bit of feedback on your presentation that you liked right down here. That's it, well done. That was the work list for lesson 6. Whilst the tasks on the lesson were quite short, obviously it's the presentations to each other and the feedback sheets. You need to scoot over to Start Profile and update the skills you've looked at, because now we're looking at whether you have a strength in those skills or whether they're good or what you need to work on. So it'd be a good point right now to update that on Start Profile. And don't forget to update your skills and work plan, so you're now ready to carry on your big project as a mini team to go forward to the presentations.